Hello, welcome back to TF1C. We're here for the Formula 1 chat and we're going to be discussing our 2022 Formula 1 predictions. Right, finally, it's here. We've seen testing. I did mine personally before testing. I don't know what you did.
I didn't.
You didn't. I've actually worked out every race points. I'm not going to go through every race, but I'm going to go through my points. We're going to do our drivers and constructor standings plus every driver that's going to pick up a win and every driver that's going to pick up a podium.
I haven't done points. I've just got
I know.
my standings.
Lazy.
A win at some point. Who's going to get a podium at some point?
Right,
We'll
fair enough.
start from the bottom of the drivers.
Should we start from bottom?
And
Right.
Go up.
P20. Who do you think will finish last in 2022?
I feel sorry for him, but I think it's going to be Guan Yu Zhou.
See, I don't think he's going to do too badly. I think... Right, this is going to start my little theory. I think Mercedes power unit is going to struggle. But so is the Renault. So I've got 20th Latifi with just a single point to his name. So I've obviously then got everyone with getting points this season. Do you think everyone will get points this season?
Yes.
So even though Zhou's going to be bottom, now Alfa Romeo might be slow, you still think he'll get points?
I think everyone's going to get a point at some point. Everyone's going to get a chance of points at some point. I just think he's really going to struggle, and I think that... obviously, we'll find out where I put Bottas later, but I think both Alfa Romeos are going to struggle.
Yeah. Fair enough. Right, P19, just off that bottom spot.
Kind of on your point of the Mercedes engine, despite how lovely I think their livery looks, I have gone Lance
Unfortunately,
Stroll.
livery so make cars quicker. Stroll, I think that's harsh, I think. But again, if the car is slow, fair enough. P19, as I said, I don't think Alpine are going to do very well. I have Ocon there, picking up just 2 points.
No, not at all.
Still double Latifi's
I've got
tally
Ocon much higher than that.
Really, I've got Stroll quite a lot higher than you've put him, but equally I've also got Zhou quite a lot higher than you've put him. P18?
P18, I have gone for the Williams of Nicholas Latifi.
Fair enough. I think either way, unless that Williams is quite good, then...
See, I don't think Williams are going to struggle. I just think Latifi's going to struggle.
Well, actually, the Williams car's going to be quite good now. Albon's going to have a good season.
And I think Albon will do what George Russell did last year and drag it up as far as he can.
Yeah, right. P18, I have Alonso. I think we're going to be channeling McLaren 15? Yeah, McLaren Honda 2015 days.
I think
Alonso fuming.
Got
Alpine struggling.
A great team principle.
I agree.
I think they've got a great driver lineup, and I think they're going to have.
There's a really good spirit about them. I really hope they don't struggle, but I mean, in testing, Alonso was blowing up.
Someone has to. That's the problem though. I struggled to decide who's going to be bottom because I was kind of debating in my head that everyone could be quick. So mine's kind of who's going to be the slowest out of the fast, really, rather than who's.
I think it's going to be a tight grid.
Yeah.
I just could see that Alpine really struggling. And it's only that Latifi's not great that he's down there.
And then obviously none of us have put. Clearly both of us believe that Haas will improve because none of the
Haas in the bottom three. P17, is that going to change for you though?
That is going to change. P17, I have got Nikita Mazapin if he is still in the sport.
Yeah, it's unknown right now. Obviously, the whole situation with Russia and Ukraine. Condolences to everyone in Ukraine that's dealing with the ongoing situation. But yeah, if he is still in the sport, I think he could have an alright. I think he's going to have a better season. Yeah. I don't think he's going to finish last.
I still think he's a good driver,
but
despite what people think of him struggling his first season. The type of person he is, I still think he's a very good driver, and I think not very good. He's a decent driver, and he'll have somewhat pace because I think that has to be quite quick.
Fair enough. I have Alex Albon there. So the guy in our recent video about debut wins that you said he would pick up a win.
He will pick up a win.
I have him 17th. Picking up just 10 points on the season.
Wow.
Still double Alonso's tally of 5 though. So
fair enough. I think
difficult campaign. Difficult campaign for both the Williams and the Alpine. Got them both down there. Second for the bottom two in the championship, obviously. Right, P16.
P16.
Who have you got?
I think it's a bit unfair because I think he's a very good driver. I think the Alfa Romeo is just going to be terrible. I've put Valtteri Bottas. I really like Bottas. He's a very good driver. Obviously, he raced for Mercedes. And he was very quick. He's a very quick driver.
I just feel that the Ferrari power unit's going to make a step up.
I think the Alfa Romeo is just going to be
the Alfa could struggle.
Be undrivable. And that's why Bottas is going to struggle, because he's a very quick driver. He's going to try his best. He'll get a few points, maybe a top 6, 7, 1 race. Like, well, if we have like a bit of a crazy race.
Bit of a mental one, yeah.
Apart from that, we
in P16, I have Sebastian Vettel on 15 points.
Yeah, it's not too much.
Difficult season for Merc power units, clearly. And, I think Vettel will just really struggle. Right, P15, what have you got?
I have gone for Mick Schumacher.
Damn.
The other Haas
a lot lower than
driver.
I've got him.
I think Haas they're going to step up. They're not going to massively step up, but I do think they will step up somewhat, and they won't be the slurs car, and they will be somewhat competitive with the other teams nearer the bottom.
Fair enough. Right, P15, I have Guan Yu Zhou. So you've got him bottom. I've actually got him above 5 other drivers, and 2 world champions at that. So a good season for him. I think he'll do all right. I think he's got talent, and
yes.
I think Mazepin's a better driver, but he's got talent. I think that Alfa Romeo is going to be a quicker car than the Alpine and the Williams.
Fair enough. I really don't. I think it's going to be the worst car on the grid.
Yeah, very much could go that way. A lot of people predicting Zhou bottom. P14, what you got?
P14, I have got the 4-time world champion of Sebastian Vettel.
Wow, I've got Vettel's teammate Stroll. I've got Stroll picking up 35. So that's a lot more than Zhou picking up 17. So quite a jump there. But yeah, Stroll to pick up 35 points, finish 14th.
I think Aston
difficult season for him.
Really going to struggle, both of them.
But as I said last time, I think he'll get a win. So I think that could be the difference between him being like 16th and 5 points off Vettel and being on 35 and well ahead of Vettel.
Yeah, okay.
I'd predict somewhat of a crazy race, especially if we go back to Turkey. Had a good pace there last year.
Like
if we get some rain, Stroll could come out on top there. P13.
I have gone for Fernando Alonso.
A whole 5 places higher than I
think he's very experienced. I think that Alpine will be somewhat quick, around the middle of the field. I do think he'll pick up some good points every now and again, and I think he'll finish in P13.
Yeah. I have in P13 Nikita Mazapin, if he's still in the sport. I'm predicting a strong season for Nikita. Not necessarily that he's going to make a huge step up, but that the Haas car will make a huge step up. They're working very close with Ferrari, so I think if Ferrari have done well, which I don't think they're going to do too well, but I still think that they'll have done better than the Merc customer teams.
Okay, I get your point. I just don't. I think Ferrari will do well. I just don't think the other 2 teams.
I think if Ferrari go do well, then Haas will also do well.
Yeah, I think Haas will do well. I'm not sure about Alfa Romeo though. I think they're going to struggle massively.
Fair. Well, I also put Alphas into difficult positions. P12, I've got Valtteri Bottas in the Alfa Romeo.
I have gone for who I said would be a debut race winner in Formula 1. I have gone for Alexander Albon.
Yeah, you kind of boxed into it when you said that he'd be a race winner, and now you've gone, oh no, going to have to put him quite high.
No, I still think he's going to do really well. I think he'll adapt to that car easily. I think he'll do. We've shown he's a quick driver, and he does. He has the pace, and he knows what it's like to be in F1. He's been in F1 before. Yeah. He's somewhat experienced compared to the rest of the grid, and I think he's got a very good season.
Yeah, I've got Bottas at P12, 37 points and a podium. There's quite a lot of disparity at the moment between our 2 lists. A lot different to when we did the Formula E predictions.
Yeah.
Which I think is because of the regulations.
Yeah.
The race changes.
No one, this could go anywhere.
It makes predicting it very, very difficult. P11, what have you got?
I have gone for the other Alpine in Esteban Ocon.
Nice.
I think Alpine will be around the middle of the field.
8 positions higher than I put him.
I just think they're just going to have a good season. I think they've got very good drivers and a good team. And I think they'll have a decent season.
Yeah. Right, P11, I have Mick Schumacher picking up 56 points on the year and 1 win, which is also then his 1 podium.
Fair enough.
So I think strong season for Mick, strong season for Haas, Gunter buzzing.
Yeah.
And then step up to Aston Martin next season, maybe. Even though that'll be a step down technically, but whatever. P10.
We're into top now.
Top 10. So what? I think we've got the same 10 drivers still to go. Both Red Bulls, both McLarens, both Ferraris, both Mercedes, and both AlphaTauris.
We have.
So predicting decent seasons then for the AlphaTauris.
I think P10 will be Yuki Tsunoda. I think he'll have a better season he did
Yuki.
I think he'll have a better season he did last season. I think, second year in Formula 1, a little bit more experienced. I think he's a very quick driver with a lot of talent. If he can just take the mistakes out of his he makes mistakes. He's made quite a few mistakes.
Yeah, but it was his first season.
That's what I'm saying.
And now that he's doing a full season in the AlphaTauri,
I think he'll have a better season.
I'm actually predicting a very strong season for Yuki, but I'm predicting an overall very strong season for the AlphaTauri. I've actually got a big shock in 10. I always like to go bold with my predictions. I think, why not? Yeah. What's the point of just playing it safe? B10, I've gone George Russell. 80 points, just picking up one podium. I think the Merc is going to be behind the Red Bull, the McLaren and the Ferrari, and the AlphaTauri. And Lewis will drag up a little bit, but that Russell's going to struggle. That's why I've got Russell there.
I agree with your thing of Russell struggling, and I have gone and put him in P9.
Fair. I've actually got the Red Bull driver, Sergio Perez, 94 points for him without a single win or podium.
Yeah, I don't agree with you on that one at all.
I know, I like Sergio. He had a really good season last year, considering it's his first in the Red Bull. Yeah. I just think he could struggle this season. And kind of tying in with my 2023 predictions vid we did, where I put Checo to move to Haas. Yeah. I'm predicting somewhat of a difficult season for Checo Perez.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen at all. P8, I have gone for the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz.
I've also got a Ferrari, but it's not Carlos Sainz. I've got Charles Leclerc, Ferrari's protege. 193 points, so quite a jump there. 99 points difference between 9th and 8th. But 2 wins, 6 podiums for Leclerc and the Ferrari. I think they'd be disappointed. Because a lot of Ferrari fans are like, "This is our year. We're going to be mental." I think Sainz will win the opener, though. So I think Ferrari might be, because I think Ferrari are going to start really strong. Everyone's going to get their hopes up, and then it just fade off.
I'll go through all my wins and my podiums once we've done the whole list. But I do not think that Carlos Sainz will win a race this season.
Despite you saying the opposite in our first race wins video.
No, did I say that?
You did say that Carlos Sainz was going to win a race, and now you're changing your mind.
Think about it, he will win a race, won't he? Sainz will win a race. Let me just change that. Yeah, realistically, I don't really know why I didn't do that.
So Albon was... So you originally had it as Albon's going to win a race, but Carlos Sainz isn't.
No, Carlos Sainz is going to win a race.
Right.
Shambles.
In P8. P7.
Who did you put?
So my P8 was Charles Leclerc, 193 points.
P7, I have gone for Pierre Gasly.
That's very low compared to where I've put him.
No, I think he's going to have a good season, but I think everyone else is going to have a better season than him.
So that's an improvement of 2 positions from the year before? He was 9th, right, with Ricardo in 8th.
Yeah.
Big gains. I've got him going a lot higher, but my P7 is Lewis Hamilton. Last year's runner-up. I think the Merc's going to be slow. And I think it's going to shock everyone. 202 points, 2 wins, 8 podiums for Lewis Hamilton.
I think Merc's will be slow. I think it won't be the quickest, but I still think he's a 7-time world champion. As much as I don't really like him, and much prefer Max Verstappen, I still think he's going to drag, even depending, no matter where that car is, I think he'll drag himself up the standings and drag that car up the grid as much as well as he can.
I mean, I'm still predicting him to get a win. Sorry, to get 2 wins, which will continue his run of winning a race in every single season he's competed in Formula 1. So that's pretty strong. Pretty strong from him.
Yeah.
P6, I'm going to go first on this one. I've put Daniel Ricciardo, 204 points, 1 win and 6 podiums. That's a lot less than Lewis's podiums and points. I just think the McLaren's going to be more consistent and the Merc will struggle with reliability.
Wow, okay. I think Ricciardo's going to be much higher than that. P6, I've gone for the Ferrari in Charles Leclerc. Again, I think Ferrari go a decent season with a 6-8, record good points. They'll both get a win on a podium, and they'll have a strong season, much kind of on the same level as last year.
Yeah. P5, who have you got?
P5, I have gone for the young Brit of Lando Norris.
Wow. So, same position as last year?
Yes, I think he much deserves a win. Especially after Russia. And especially, again, it's another season, more experience. He'll know to listen to his team if he gets in that position. I do think he'll win a race. I think he'll have a strong season, and he will be in that top 5 of the championship.
P5, I actually have Yuki Tsunoda, 206 points.
Very high
for the. It's only a second season. I get that, but I'm 1 win, 7 podiums. Very strong season for Yuki. I just think the AlphaTauri car's gonna be really good. I think the Red Bull powertrain now, no longer Honda.
Yeah.
Pretty much is just Honda though. Will be quick, and I think AlphaTauri and Red Bull have got some really nice cars. But I don't know. I might be wrong. I think Red Bull's car is going to be the best because of Adrian Newey. When we already see them just taking a chunk out of their side pods and deciding not to paint it for some reason. Which I think is quite interesting.
I could see that happen. I just think that's very high for Yuki in his second season.
I've got UP5. So top 4 then.
Yeah. Who have you still got left?
I've got Max, Lando, Pierre and Carlos.
I have got Hamilton, Ricardo, Perez and Verstappen.
Interesting. Right. What order? Right. We'll start from P4.
P4, I have put Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, so a drop off of 2 from last season.
Yeah, I think he's good. As I said, I don't think that Merc's gonna be that quick, but I think he'll still drag it up into a P4.
Yeah.
Your P4?
P4. I've Carlos Sainz, 251 points, 3 wins, 9 podiums for Carlos Sainz, outperforming his teammate massively, and making sure that he keeps his Ferrari seat for a few years to come, probably. I think Sainz is going to be as close to my top 3 as anyone will get. But I think my top 3 are going to be have very, very strong seasons.
I think so.
P3.
Am I sorry?
Who have you got?
P3. I have gone for someone you put really low. I have gone Sergio Perez. I think he's an exceptional driver.
Without the video where I predicted he'd go to Haas, I probably would have put Perez a lot higher.
I think Perez is an exceptional driver. I think an incredible first season with Red Bull. I think he'll build on that, and he'll score loads of points and be a massive help towards
Max
Red
Verstappen
Bull in constructors and Max Verstappen. Top 2 then.
I think Max could be so strong he's not going to need it. My P3. I have Pierre Gasly, 273 points for the Frenchman, 3 wins and 8 podiums. So very strong season for him. That's a gain of 6 positions from where he came in 2021.
I don't know. I
think he's a fantastic driver. I think the AlphaTauri's going to be quick, and that's why I'm putting him really
I think
high.
he's a fantastic driver. I just think everyone else will be quicker than him. I still think he'll be quick, but I think everyone else will be quicker. Right, top 2
Top 2. Who have you put as your world champion?
My 2022 world champion
2022
will be
Nikita Mazapin.
Going back to back, I put Max Verstappen.
Yeah, same. I put Max Verstappen to win the World Championship, 333 points, which I didn't actually do on purpose. I put all my results in, and then I hit auto-sum on Excel, and it was 333. I thought, I've got to keep it like that. That's just so perfect. Obviously, Max is number 33. 333.
Number 1 this
I
year.
know. He's changed it because
he's
the world champion
as well. Max Verstappen,
yeah.
you are the world champion.
That means I have Lando Norris P2, 296 points, 3 wins, 10 podiums. Max Verstappen P1, 333 points, 6 wins and 12
I've got Lando's
podiums.
teammate Daniel Ricciardo. I think he's got an exceptional season. He is going to push Max all the way. This is probably his last chance to win a world championship. I think he is going to push Max all the way, but he will just lose out to the young Dutch driver, who I think will go on to dominate for the next few years. Whether he'll win all the championships...
I would happily let Ricardo win this year if it means Max wins the next 10.
Yeah. I'd love to see. It will be the best day of my life, apart from Chelsea winning the Champions League and Chelsea winning the Champions League again.
You never having kids then. It goes Chelsea win the Champions League, Chelsea win the Champions League again, Daniel Ricciardo
No, from now,
winning
from
the
my
World
life now, so I'm not gonna
Championship,
have kids now,
and
am
then children. Come on.
So, if Daniel Ricciardo won, it'll be the best day of my life so far. It genuinely would. It would be incredible, but I just think no one's going to stop Max. But I think Ricciardo would give him a very good fight, but he just won't be. Still, Max wins the championship.
Do you think Daniel Ricciardo will win in Australia? Get a
bloody
home
hope
victory.
so.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Incredible.
Shuey on the podium in Australia.
Right.
Right.
On top of the wins, I was thinking,
yeah. How
should
many drivers do you think will get a win this season, and what drivers do you think will?
Okay, I'm just gonna do. I can't be able to count them all, so I'm just gonna go.
Count as you go.
I think Verstappen will win.
One,
Ricardo
two,
will win. Perez will
three,
win. Hamilton will
four,
win. Lando will
five,
win. Leclerc,
6,
Gasly,
7,
Sainz,
8,
and Albon.
9 race winners then.
Yeah, 9.
Right, in terms of race winners, I have Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Pierre Gasly, Carlos Sainz, Yuki Tsunoda, Daniel Ricciardo, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Mick Schumacher, and Lance Stroll. 10 race winners, half the grid, picking up a victory. No wins for Perez or Russell. Two constructors who finished 1-2 in the championship last
I said
season.
that Russell won't win. I think Perez will definitely.
I think Perez really low, to be fair. Podium sitters.
Oh, podium. Yeah, sorry.
Who's going to finish on the podium? And then we'll get into constructors.
So separate. So the people that have already got a win, this will be a separate podium, and the people obviously then just podiums. Podium sitters will be Verstappen, Ricardo, Perez, Hamilton, Lando, Norris, Leclerc. No, hang on. They're the same person.
Yeah.
Verstappen, Ricardo, Perez, Hamilton, Norris, Leclerc, Gasly, Sainz, Russell, Tsunoda, Ocon, Alonso, and Schumacher.
Fair enough. I have Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Pierre Gasly, Carlos Sainz, Yuki Tsunoda, Daniel Ricciardo, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, George Russell, Mick Schumacher, Valtteri Bottas, and Lance Stroll. That's 12 podiums. It's only 8 on the grid.
1,
not
2,
getting
3,
one.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've gone 13.
Right, we are slightly pressed for time somewhat, so we better get a move on. So we'll try and rattle through the constructors, and then we'll put up some graphics of our
right
full championships.
So P10.
P10. I've gone Alpine 7 points.
I've gone Alfa Romeo.
Wow.
I think they're
P9.
Yeah, there's not really much to talk about. 9 Aston Martin.
I've got Williams 11th.
Okay.
With 11 points,
I
sorry.
was going to say 11.
Not 11th. Wow. New team, Andretti joined immediately.
P8. I have gone for the American Haas.
I have Aston Martin with 50 points.
Fair enough. 7th, I've got Williams.
I have Alfa Romeo 54 points.
6th, I've got Alpine.
I've got Haas with 92.
5th, I've got Alpha Tauri.
I have Mercedes, 282 points for them.
4th, I've got Mercedes.
4th, I have Red Bull, 427 points.
3rd, I've got Ferrari.
I also have Ferrari, 444 points.
2nd, I have McLaren.
I've got Alpha Tauri, 479 points.
1st, I have Red Bull.
And I have McLaren claiming constructors with 500 points, which also just worked out perfectly. It's really weird how my numbers stacked up. So we only agreed on 2 things. Ferrari will finish 3rd in constructors.
Yeah.
And Verstappen will win the drivers. Every other position, we differed.
That's good.
Compared to the FE grid where we put the same top 8, just like 1 and 2 the other way around, 3 and 4 the other way around. Yeah. So quite a mixed up
Put the graphics
batch.
I'll put the graphics up while we're talking.
Put the graphics up now, yeah. Yeah, big difference there. That's about everything though.
I think this will be a really good season. I'm
very
looking forward to it.
excited.
The cars look great. Also,
Full car livery tier list out in 2 days. So we've got this out. This is going out on the Tuesday. On the Thursday, we'll have a tier list of every livery.
Okay, we'll have to plan time to.
I think
So
I've calculated that all.
We'll
right.
have Alfa Romeo livery video out.
Yes,
we
don't know if that'll be Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, this will be out after that.
Yeah.
So
We'll have a livery tier list. This can't go out tomorrow.
yeah, I know.
We'll have. Obviously, this video will be out at some point. That's why you're watching.
This video
now.
will be out on Tuesday, I think.
Christ, okay, yeah. And then obviously loads of other videos coming as well.
Currently recording on Saturday. Right, that is everything. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and comment down below all your predictions, or just comment some predictions. If you are new, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Loads of content coming up in the build-up and yeah, getting really excited for the new Formula 1 season. And then once we get into the season, obviously we'll be doing some content around that. If you do want to subscribe to our other channel, the Football Chat, that'll be linked in the end screen. And check the end screen out for more videos to go and watch. But yeah, I think that's about everything. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.
See ya.